Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy SSG Lil in the building, and I'm back with another reaction video on to the most recent week's weekly rap reactions. And we have a rap battle from Rustage and a rap from Fabvl. We're obviously going to start with the Rustage one. This is the Alucard versus Dio rap battle by Rustage featuring Shwabadi. And you already know Rustage and Shwabadi, I believe they already had two rap battles, like 2 or 3 rap battles against each other prior to this one, and I believe this is out of all the Rustages, this is his 10th rap battle. I've been saying a lot recently how he needs to bring them back, and he finally has. We have basically 2 vampire type characters. One who like to use like the dual guns and got that whole demonic form, and another one who can turn people into vampires with a mask, and he got a stand. So very, very contrasting characters. But yeah, and I don't watch AC Ultimate, and I'll only watch a little bit of JoJo, so I may not get all the references that are within it. But yeah, you already know, before I get into it, to avoid copyright strike, I am not associated with H Ultimate or JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I support the official releases and the creators of the official releases. Go support the official releases for yourselves. And let's get right into this, y'all. Alucard versus Dio rap battle.
Blood on my drip, Dio's about to go down with the ship. I got the medal, but you be forgetting your buzz like a Rocky forgetting the script. Look at this bitch, I be like Anderson, how if you cross me, you won't last long. Now your heart's gone, be like Jim Carrey, cause you can't do shit with no mask on. Step into my shadow, then a bitch gets shot. Give you more holes than there's holes in your plot. I be the king of the shit, and I cut you to more parts than your show's got. Be by a kid, now you're known for failing. Thinking you're drip with a code so basic. Just like your father, you end up with nothing. No, you and your dad have both been wasted. I cannot be killed, you died twice. I seen stronger vamps in Twilight. Send you clips, no need for highlights, cause I brought the twins, that's 2 like Einstein. Drop more goons than you on drive-by. You're all talk and smoke like dry ice. Off the top, these bars from my mind, whilst you stop time to think and write lines.
I'm a bastard, orphan, son of an embarrassment, but that's a better backstory than ripping off old Bram again. I feel no remorse for killing dad or any of my kin. You just had to whine and cry for Alexander Anderson. Ask Integra, may I hit him? Can't even attack without her permission. I've no masters, I've got no prison. I move faster, time does my bidding. You're not even British, I'll cut this immigrant song short. They think I let in the Zeppelins with it, I'm letting these bombs drop. Oh, the humanity, your Christianity's keeping you bogged down. Just have to Vatican up on my name, cause they're calling me God now. I have the world on my feet, if you come try to stand, you get stomped down. Bring Baskerville and Jackal still, I'm used to putting dogs down.
You're not a god, you just lack fake muda, how you're just like your catchphrase. I can't believe it, your rapping is actually more insufferable than your fan base. I know what's at stake, I got a silver bullet, watch him catching more strays than a shotgun. You weren't the one quoting Hamilton, so you should know that we immigrants, we get the job done. Turn a battle to a graveside, I'ma wipe out your line like a hate crime, not to take lives. But Dio be talking big, I leave him burnt like he stepped in the daylight. How a man and his name oxymorons, only kiss you could get was a force one. They can worship the ground that I walk on, Alucard, they hear the name and the war's won.
Oh, you're approaching me? What's your plan, boy? Your show isn't even that popular, the abridged version was the fans' choice. I have a legacy, I had a family, you were assigned to a black boy. You dead or alive, you nearly died to the blood of Schrodinger's cat boy. Damn glad I'm like St. George's Wallachie and Dragon I'll slay. Be like bang bang, but it takes more than a bullet to keep me at bay. You and Integra can both retire, you've lived to a ripe old age. Now bring me a real vampire, you've got it backwards like your name.
Did somebody say a real vampire?
The classics never die. Up in my castle, levels high, while a dupe of me faced a lucha libre. Bickering, squabbling, peasant-like. No authenticity, counterfeit hackers. Faith in your sources and now what you lack. But I'll give you your flowers on vampiric prowess. Sucked all the life from out of this track. Want to go single cleaning your batshit ways. You cannot get the staff these days. You say you're a hellish fella, but you're not from the depths of the nether just cause you get kept in the cellar. Look at this gaudy fashion, a decorum, a class, an atrocious view. It's like you ran through a pawn shop soaked in glue. Why would anyone be approaching you? The Bane of Transylvania, the true bloodline veins inside me. So I'll take this title kindly. Got a problem? You can bite me.
Alright, y'all. That was the Alucard versus Dio Rap battle by Rustage featuring Shwabadi. Yo, I love the back and forth immediately starting. And Alucard literally getting on Dio about his show, bro. Talk about you think you got the drip, Dio about to go down with the ship, just like in part I believe it's part 1. I'm like, okay. I'm just listening to all the different references they making about each show. And then he literally said I'll cut you into more parts than that of your show. I'm like, oh nah, bro. He hitting deep, bro. He hitting deep. I believe he made another cut reference about tearing him to pieces right before that. But that's the one I remember, bro. And he talked about, got the 2 guns and all that, because that's what Alucard got. He got the guns on him, like the dual pistol. Got the bang bang. Ooh. And basically talking about using his own life kind of like a rebuttal, almost. Not a rebuttal, but kind of like using that, kind of like first blow. Talk about you a vampire and all that, and that he'll get burnt up like he in the daylight. And he make it, and talk about how he said you can't do anything without like Jim Carrey. You can't do anything without the mask, like the Mask movie that Jim Carrey was in. I'm looking like, bro, come on, bro, because that's what he did. He used some of the blood, put it on the mask while he's wearing it, and then he becomes a vampire. And I believe he took Jonathan's body, which to me is wild. But I like how Shwabadi's gonna like rebound. Talk about you think like you really think you're a vampire, and literally making all these like back and forth references. And I love, and Alucard actually talk about like, I'm immortal, you died twice. It's like once they say my name, then the war is won. But then Dio goes back that you almost died to what is it, like Catdinger's blood or something? I'm like, I don't even know what that is, bro. And he said you calling out that man like Alexander Anderson. Because isn't Anderson like his enemy or his rival or something? Instead of Alexander Hamilton. And yeah, they're basically throwing shots at each other, trying to say that they want the real vampire. And he like, bro, I know how to put dogs down. And, drop the bomb. I'm like, okay, Dio. It's like, you really, like, you won't be able to stand against me, like, bro, stuff like that. Cause he got a stand. He got the world, and he's taking shots at each other. Like, you need to stop time to make all these lyrics. He's like, you think you can fight me? Like, and they just like throwing shots back at each other, and talk about you got the cross, and your Christianity's been bogged down. Like, I come up to the Vatican, and they see me and they calling me God now. I'm like, okay. Yeah. And basically talk about like he don't want to see, like he don't want to see this fake like I want to see a real vampire. And Alucard was talking about I see stronger vampires in Twilight. I'm like, okay, they going crazy. And then Dio's like I want like I don't care about my father or my kin. And they were just like I said, it was kind of like a little back and forth effort, bro. Like, I don't care about my dad or my kin or anything, but Alucard's talking about like you're wasted like your dad, you're wasted just like your dad, you're an orphan, like you lost to a kid and they known for failing. I'm like, okay, but after Dio talk about you want a real vampire, surprisingly, there's a character named Dracula from Castlevania. And apparently ConnorQuest played him, or like voiced him in the rap. Like, oh, you want to see a real vampire? Like what? I'm like, wait, whoa. This just said featuring Shwabadi. ConnorQuest in here too. And I'm guessing Dracula's kind of like, I'm the real vampire. You two are just failures, bro. Like, I'm the real one. And that's kind of how he come in. Talk about vampires. Like, I just watched like this fake face of a lucha libre. He's talk about your like all this bickering. It's like you're nothing more than counterfeit hacks. I'm like, okay, so he kind of exposing both. And like oh yeah, Walter's sick of all this, and talk about like you call yourself a vampire, but you're not from the netherworld if you just in the cellar. I'm like, and he said like, now look at this, like basically looking at Dio like, look at this one, like with this gaudy fashion. He said you look like you went through a pawn shop. I'm like, what the frig? Like, why he roasted him like that? Cause even Alucard talked about, like, Rustage as Alucard talked about his jacket being basic. But man, he really started getting like what the gaudy fashion talking about. Like, why would someone be afraid of you? And he's like, I got the true like bloodline, vampire in my bloodline. And he's like, if you want, like, I'll take it to time. If you want it back, then bite me. I'm like, okay. And they had figures like a JoJo fashion with both of them facing Dracula. I'm like, okay. It was unique, bro. It was very unique. So great job to Rustage, Shwabadi, and ConnorQuest with the special appearance. Yo, y'all all did amazing on this. Yo, great job. On to the next one. And now we have the rap from Fabvl. This is the Grimmjow Rap, Devil in My Soul by Fabvl. Once again, Fabvl's alone, so I already know he's probably going to be carrying the song. And I've listened to one Grimmjow Rap. I haven't seen him in Bleach because I haven't gotten that far. But the previous Grimmjow Rap was, I believe it was Dizzy Yates, Unruly. That was the last one I listened to. But yeah, I can't wait to see what we're gonna listen to now. And yeah, I already know Fabvl gonna kill it. And you already know, before we get into it, to avoid copyright strike, I am not associated with Bleach. I support the official release and the creators of the official release. Go support the official release for yourselves. And let's get right into this, y'all. Grimmjow Rap, Devil in My Soul. Alright, y'all. That was the Grimmjow Rap, Devil in My Soul by Fabvl. Bro, I love it, bro. Like I said, the passion, intensity. And I love how Grimmjow talking about, like, hoping I can get some form of control. Talk about going to the world that seems so wrong. I'm like, okay. Alright then, bro. And the passion Fabvl has with all in the chorus. Every time it's kind of like the character feels like he said, crown me now or leave me broken. I'm like, okay. And then he like keeps basically talking about how his in his mind is hopeless. It's like he said there's a devil in my soul. He's like, F inside, hey, it's hopeless. I'm like, alright, okay. Like, bro, that's always like the consistent part of Fabvl songs to a certain degree, bro. Whew. Like I said, I don't really know much about Grimmjow, and he's talking about I don't like belong in the world. I don't belong in this world. Talking about got a wraith. I'm like, okay, so like I said, Grimmjow might be one of them characters talking about like he has like he's trying to like control the beast and all that. And he's been around a long time. And I love how they talk about making them hollow, because hollow is the name of like those spirit like enemies in it. And then what was Fabvl doing that second verse when he was like the melody under the enemy. I'm like whoa. Like he always does that in the second verse where he like starts slow, then turns up. And it turns up to the maximum, and then it's like he slows it back down to get back into the chorus. I kind of like that, bro. And it's definitely an interesting one. Like I said, I know I couldn't catch all the references, but a lot of them kept talking about how he feel effed up inside, and down just like every anime character, and feeling like this is a world he don't belong to, feel like he broken. Man, yeah, definitely a deep one. So great job to Fabvl, another solo track in the books, another amazing one, bro. Great job. And yeah, the next video will either be the next weekly rap reaction or the next random video, which is the Vegeta rap Saiyan Pride by Daddyphatsnaps. So yeah, be prepared for one of those two options in the next video. This is the end of the video, y'all. Like and subscribe if you do happen to like my content. I appreciate any support against SSG Lil, y'all. I'm out. Peace.